As I was right, the chairs did need a second coat. But we're doing good on the stain. So I got this bench to do and one more. So I'm kind of in the home stretch, so I'm excited. On the pictures. So let's get started on this bench here, alright? I almost forgot my gloves. Really don't need them because I've already got stain on myself, pretty much. You know, what I want you also to think about is, say, well, take a chance. Do something fun. You know, and you don't have to do this in your house. You can do it in your garage. We have a garage, a big barn. You saw the core property. I could have took all of these out there and put them on pallets and did everything out there and did one big, you know, thing, but that's a lot of work, and these are not light furniture. So carrying them all the way down and the steps and carrying them out to the barn, and yeah, this way it's, you know, once I get a piece done, I take it straight in there. I sit here for an hour. Well, 2 hours technically, because I'm putting 2 coats on everything. This one will be two hours sitting time. So, like I said, it's been a long day. But take a chance, you know, do a fun project. If you have the space, I remember even when we had the apartment, you know, my wife painted a hall tree. We did a hall tree out in the middle of the yard. So even in an apartment setting, you can take a tarp out and lay it out in the grass, and you can still do everything out there. You just need to pick a better day than what we have here today. But take a chance, do something fun. You won't believe how relaxing this is, really. And plus, I'm watching X-Files. Who loves X-Files? Comment down below if you like X-Files. Maybe you don't like X-Files. Maybe tell me some of your favorite shows you like to watch. Again, I'm just starting here at the top and working my way down. Like I said, it doesn't take much stain to do this. And I'm glad I went with the bigger pan because I almost went with the smaller pan. But I'm glad I went with this size pan. I mean, I probably going to have enough to do the bottom of the kitchen table. We're just going to have to see how much I have after I get this done. If I have enough, then I will be able to do that. Will it be today? I don't know. If anything, I'll be finishing that up tomorrow. And no, I won't be doing a video for that. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and technically today I should have been working on my midweek message that I was going to give on the other channel. In case you don't follow that channel, it's just Grant and Mettler Family channel. The link's always down below on this video, or any of our videos that we do. So I like to do a midweek and uplifting, but I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to do that. And like I said, today's Tuesday. This video probably won't be going out until probably Thursday or Friday of this week. Um, just depends on if I do midweek next week or tomorrow, then it's probably won't go out till Friday. If I don't do midweek, then this might be out on Thursday. So it just depends on when you're watching this. I'm doing the back side of this first, and then I'll go around to the front, and then I will sit down here on the floor and do the bottom half of everything, including the railings here. It's easier to coat everything in one. Doing all this first, and then going back over. So it's been a long day, but we're getting it done, and it's already looking really great. You can see how these are all worn out and faded looking, and so how much nicer this is going to look once it's all completed. And I want to make sure that I have enough in here to seep around them covers. I guess that's what you want to call them. They covered the hex bolts. Again, just keeping it one stroke at a time, not a race. That's when you start making mistakes, when you get into races or trying to speed through a project. You see, it doesn't take much to spread this out. The brush is saturated good, where in the beginning it takes a little bit more because the brush is new. Once it starts, you see the old varnish on here, that's when you want to start putting in another application of stain on your brush. Again, we're just going to go straight across here, and then we're going to go up the back side of this, as we just did. Now, if I was going to be sanding this, like I said before, you know, if I was going to sand this down and make it all smooth and the baby bottom, then I would take this out definitely in the barn and do this. I would not do this in my living room. I don't think Paige, well, I was going to say Paige girl probably wouldn't like that too well, but I'm the one who does all the house cleaning, so it would be me who would not be too happy with myself by doing that. So if you're sanding enough, you know that sanding can be very messy, just like this can be very messy. But the key is to make sure you have tarps down. Yes, I've had to use my towel because you do get some splatters. We had the dog decided to go through on the walk across the tarp, and when she did that, we're spraying, you know, and that's stain on her feet. That's not her fault. She's doing what she normally does. I'm not going to blame the dog for me deciding to do staining inside the computer. That's that's Daddy's fault. Now we're just going to come downstroke this straight across. cutting out the stain as it comes to the edges. Where there's little major dents in this wood where it's really showing the white, I put it on a little bit heavier. These pinholes like that, there was a pinhole right there. You know, it's always a new experience when you try something new. Now, this isn't new to me, staining. I've done plenty of staining in my life. Like I said, I've done different styles of staining. Like I said before, staining is probably the most way to do something right. If you want something to look really nice and smooth looking, but this is not what this is about. We're going to be sitting here, we're going to be eating on this, so it doesn't need to be perfection, you know, and I don't want it to be perfection because it has age, and if I get rid of the age of it, then what's the point of having it, you know, and that was the whole point why my wife and I fell in love with this table set, was because of the age looking of it. But we needed to update it a little bit. Especially if we're going to be using table runners, not tablecloths. Like I said, I do all the house stuff, and to me, the tabletop needed to be redone a little bit. Not enough to where I needed to go and strip it, totally sand it and strip it all down and sand it and get all the imperfections out of it. I just wanted to put a new coat of stain on it, and I could have went with something a little bit lighter, but this darkness is covering up all the major dents, paint, anything that was on here that that really needed to be covered good. Now it's time to sit my booby down here and do the bottom of this. Like I said, we will now go over the bottom here of the railing. Now comment down below and tell me some of your favorite shows you like to binge watch. Now I've seen X-Files all the way through. I'm just kind of basically watching it again. I grew up watching X-Files. Truth is out there, as they would say. Yeah, the wood down here on the bottom of this bench is really rough. Not meaning texture rough, but just really has a lot of damage to it. But with this dark stain, you're never going to know how rough it really was.
think about all the dinners and conversations that was on this table before we came along. And I think of all the future conversations that my wife and our kids and our grandkids will be having around this table. And